So for Shopify, the app that I use or recommend, and I want to caveat this by saying, I am not on commission. I don't get a kickback from any of the plugins, and I purposely don't because I think that will then lead and sway my judgment. What I use is things like real customer reviews. I test the apps out myself and have a play with them and see if they work in the way that I need them to work and see if they deliver on the customer experience. So for Shopify, there's a few out there. There's Zapiet, which is a good one, but I particularly like in-store pickup and local delivery because of their customer service. And the guy that runs this is a guy called Sri, who is amazing. His customer service is fantastic. Now, and the cost of it is relatively, relatively low. Because the problem is with adding on lots of plugins is you start to eat into your margin, and we haven't even touched on logistics and delivery suppliers yet. So I'm really conscious of keeping the costs down for you as well. So the first one is in-store pickup and local delivery. So that allows you to set up click and collect, but it also allows you to do local delivery as well. So essentially what you do is you add the app, and then if I go into the Shopify store, the back end of Shopify, I can show you high level quickly how we set up kind of different regulations around that. Now, I'm going to add that Shopify have their own internal version of shipping and delivery, which is fine. If all you want to do is add click and collect at store, with no rules and regulations around it. So you want to say people can click and collect from 9 till 5. And I want to do delivery, local delivery to a certain area. Shopify's internal kind of way of doing that, which is in your settings and then you go to shipping, is fine. If you want to start setting rules around it, so I only want to deliver, let's say you're a local restaurant, or a local, you sell candles and gift hampers. I'm going to do the delivery myself because for some of you, that's the reality. Or I've got a delivery driver, but he's only available between the hours of 9 and 10 o'clock. Or my people in store for click and collect can only be in store between the hours of 12 and 2 because I can't pay a staff member to sit there all day waiting for people to collect orders. In-store pickup local delivery allows you to set those rules. So you can say, we're only available between these times and these times. And I'll show you how it works from a customer experience perspective, but I just want to show you the app on the back end. Now, I think I mentioned before, the reason I love this particular app, and I said that Sri runs this, he will help you hand in hand set it up. Because there's some technicalities about it that are a little bit complex, but he will actually guide you through. So as soon as you've installed the app, you can click on this little notification and you can do a meeting for free setup assistance. And he will actually do a Zoom call with you and walk you through exactly what needs to be done to set it up and implement it properly. And I've not really seen any other apps provide that service. So he's growing quite quickly. His reviews are off the chart. So I think it's a great service. So once you've gone in, you can set up your time zone, obviously. You can enable standard shipping. You can have both pickup and delivery, but with different setups. So you can have delivery, we only deliver from the hours of 3 till 5. Pickup, we're only available because for some of you, you may be a one-person band and you may be doing this all of yourself. So you can't be in the store and out delivering orders. So you might say, I'm going to be available to do in-store collection between 9 and 12, and I'm going to do pickup between 2 and 5. So you can have both pickup delivery with different settings. So once you click on that, it will allow you to set up different time slots. I'm just going to shut this bit down, get rid of Kumar. So in here, I can say, okay, my local delivery, I can set my date and time range. I can say Monday, these are the time slots that people can choose to pick up, or I can just do a one big slot. And then I can basically copy that and paste it to Tuesday and copy that and paste it to Wednesday. Now, what I can also set up is that for click and collect, I can say that if you click and collect, if you order today before 2 p.m., for instance, your order will be ready tomorrow. So I can set some parameters around when that order will be ready. But if you order after 2 p.m., you're going to have to wait 2 days to get your order. So when someone comes to the cart, they will only be able to order within that time frame. I'll give you a really good example, one that I've been working with, which is Brooklyn bagels. And if you haven't tried Brooklyn Boy bagels, they are off the charts good. They are real, authentic New York American bagels with cream cheese and just insanely good. And I'm starving, and it's only 11:23. So if you go into order, so let's say we order a survival kit. And I love the way Michael's kind of really kind of COVIDified his site. So self-isolation Nosh Fest. And I go to add to cart. Then I've got two options. I can either, let me just go into my cart, get rid of my big head. So I've got my self-isolation, so you can see here, I can have local delivery or I can have store pickup. I can type in my postcode. We'll get to that in a minute about how we set up postcode rules. But what I can do is for store pickup, for instance, I can select the times because I've set them up in my back end. I can select the times and the date that I can do local pickup. So all those rules can be applied in your back end store here. Okay, so then once I've done that, I can do, like I said, lead time for an order, cut-off time. I can do date range. So if I'm closed on Sunday, I can just black that out and not have availability to pick up on Sunday, not have ability to pick up on Sunday. So for local store delivery, the other thing I can do is I can set postcodes. So I can say, I only deliver within a particular area. So I only deliver to Sydney, so 2000. I only deliver to 2056. So that when someone comes in, they can type in their postcode. And if I don't deliver to that particular location, it will say I don't deliver to that particular location. And I can only offer maybe click and collect for that particular customer. So that stops your local delivery, if you are that person, having to drive to Whoop Whoop to drop off an order. So there's all these rules you can set in here. What I would really advise is you map this stuff out first. Oh, the other thing you can do is also set rules by product. So if there's particular products that you cannot deliver far because, I don't know, because they go bad or they get cold, or you can set rules around different products as well. Or it costs too much for you to ship, for instance. So what I would say is, and where I've done this before, is map those rules out first. So just get a piece of paper, literally, or an Excel spreadsheet and go, okay, so Monday, I want to be able to deliver from these hours in these locations. Tuesday, I want to be able to click and collect from these hours and these locations. And for some of you, you might do different days. I know Gunjan from Flyover Frittery, sorry, she will deliver on certain days of the week. So you may only deliver on certain days a week. You can set all these rules in the background. It really is so customizable. And I think one of the things I see from retailers and restaurants that stops them doing this is they go, oh, well, I can't do it on this particular day. And how do I do this? And how do I set those rules? So try and map them out on a spreadsheet first so that when you get to this bit and you're putting them in, it's just really easy for you to document or upload into the backend system.